Hi, welcome. I want to give you a quick introduction to the Ohio to Erie Trail website and let you know some of the ride with GPS options that we now have available. I'm Jody Dzuranin, Executive Director with the Ohio to Erie Trail organization. So we're going to start on our home page here. And once you're on the home page, if you hit this maps, then that gives you the interactive map, which is one of our popular resources. I'm going to jump over to the Plan Your Trip page, which I click that. And this is the Plan Your Trip page. So these buttons, the green buttons, or the link will take you to the resource. And today we're going to focus on our Ride with GPS options. So if you click on the one that's on the Plan Your Trip page, comes over here to the Ride with GPS official route. Now these are the file names, so the URL. So let me just give you a quick overview here. We have basically 4 to 5 options. So on this files page, you can get the northbound in 4 parts, which coordinate with our printed 4-part trail guide, map guide. Or if you want a Ride with GPS file that's all in one, then that would be here. Same thing with the southbound. If you want to start in Cleveland, then you've got the 4 files here. And they are on this page, they're in the order that you would want to follow them. So if you're starting in Cleveland, your first route is going to be OTET, southbound north section. Okay, the southbound, we've got the same offering there with the whole one file starting in Cleveland. And then this bonus routes, this is kind of a growing, evolving page, but it has the extra navigation tools. So you can visit our Ride with GPS page, which I'm going to take you there, I think, next. But you can also look at these routes for Columbus or Cleveland. They're just the section, I think, yeah, they're all about 8 miles. So it's just the 8 miles in the downtown, and they're both offered in northbound or southbound options here. Okay, so this, if you click this, visit the at a glance page, that's what we're going to look at next. So the OTET at a glance page. Now this is going to look better on a laptop or a tablet versus a mobile screen. I find that this page on a mobile screen, there's too much with these embedded files, so it's kind of difficult to scroll. I'll just say that, at least on my phone. And, I just want to kind of point out here that, this trail is in Ohio, but it is accessible from, the surrounding states and even further. I mean, Chicago and then Washington, D.C. are not that far away. So put us on your list to come visit. So like I said, these coordinate with the maps. But this page is nice when you're doing your planning because you can actually look at the route, you can zoom in, you can look at the elevation. So all of that is here embedded on this at a glance page. Now, any of these you can send it to your phone or your GPS device, whatever you use for navigation. But yeah, these are we've made these available to you. We've recently converted to an organizational account with the Ride with GPS. So we are able to offer additional features, and this will continue to evolve as we provide more resources. Okay. And I think that's about it for now the pages I've showed you so far are all on our Ohio to Erie Trail.org site. So they all live here, but we can jump over to let me go back to this page. Please visit our organization's Ride with GPS page. And if we click that, it actually takes us over to, if you look at the URL at the top there, this is our ridewithgps.com dedicated page. So I'll just give you a quick overview here. If you want to look at the files as the URLs, that's I showed you that first when I started this, so we're not going to go back there, but I do put that at the top because that is the easiest way to find the official routes. Then we'll take you here to the routes in a second, but I want to point out these collections. So for these collections on Ride with GPS, it allows us to, basically put a group of routes together so it's easy to find what you need. So we have the official route, all the northbound, which means starting in Cincinnati, or we have the official route southbound, which means starting in Cleveland. Now these local routes and options to explore, that's something that we are building on, but we've got a couple there. I can take you there in a second. And then the alternatives to explore Columbus. This is that's several options that take you off of the official route so you can explore some of the attractions nearby. Now these are all in process. We'll keep adding them again. If you're using the 4-part files, this is nice to know that if you're starting in Cincinnati, your first file is OTET northbound south. So once you orient to that, it's easier to keep the files in the proper order. Okay, that's everything I wanted to show you there. Oh, the routes, if you click this, or you can do a route library. I haven't signed in, so this is what's publicly available on our page. So our routes, the official ones are all going to start with this OTET, and then it will tell you which direction it is. So that's a helpful code for those. Also in these tags, they're all going to have the route tag, official route, northbound, etc. Now, as you get down lower, we have these are our local routes, our routes that are not necessarily part of the official route, the official Ohio to Erie Trail route, but they'll be nearby or be a hub ride. So, and then these all show the mileage over in this distance column. So, you can decide. Oh, another thing here is the ones that are a loop, they will have under the tags, they'll have loop route. Like here's one, loop option, Mount Vernon to Cleveland. Oh, it's a big loop. That's like a 300-mile loop. But a lot of these are just, 5, there's one that's 15, 20. So it's something that we want to make available. Some of these are local routes that we've uploaded, and then we've given them credit in the description in that case. But yeah, some of these are, I think it would be easier to show you the Columbus section, but just know that you can use these tags. See, you can route by tag. So if you want to see the official, here we go, official route. And then you're only going to see the files that are on the official route. which this Fort Hayes to Westerville, that is part of the official route, but it's just that section, sort of northeast of Columbus. All right, I think that's it. Let me just show you the collections and then we will sign off here. The collections, you can either reach them from the homepage on the Ride with GPS, or you can go to these collections here. So let's do a quick view of the Columbus routes. The nice thing about these collections, this map comes up that shows you all the routes in this collection. So you can kind of highlight on the one you want. So let's say we're going to do this one. Here, this one, the purple. Fort Hayes to Franklin Park. Now that's all on trail, but the part where it goes on Alum Creek south of the downtown connector, that's not part of the official route, but we give you this so that you can, for this one, Fort Hayes to Franklin Park. So 5 miles, and that's going to be all on trail until basically this last little section. And then you can see one of the great attractions in Columbus, the Franklin Park Conservatory and Botanical Gardens. So that's the collections. That's how to use those. Let us know your questions. We're just really getting started building these Ride with GPS, explore local routes. Get back to this. I want to show you one more thing. Oh, this is really nice. On the route library, you can just export to CSV, and that's basically going to give you a spreadsheet of, it'll have the URL, the route code, the mileage, all kinds of stuff. So I think you should be able to just export those because, like I said, I'm not signed in and I'm able to do it here. So that, if you want to, organize these in some kind of guide or just have them handy, that is a neat option. So, all right, I think that's everything. Let me just end on our homepage. On our homepage, About Us is where our contact info is, so you can contact us. This email comes to me, and I also will I consult with our president, Tom Bills, on some of the things that are, that involve more decisions. But you will certainly contact me or Tom, or if you call the phone, you may get Debbie Lehman up in Massillon at Ernie's bike shop. So that's everything. Thank you. I just really wanted to introduce you to the Ride with GPS today. So we may have some other videos where we go over additional resources. But thanks. It's going to be a great season, and thanks for visiting the Ohio to Erie Trail.